What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Fourth and Wrong podcast. I am one of your hosts, Marshall, along with Colin, who is back this week. Dallas and Donnie, we missed you, Colin. Thanks for coming back, man. We needed your premium account. The NFL schedule got released yesterday, even though there's leaks and they release all the big games beforehand. So it's a couple day thing, but it's officially out. We know every single game and the times of every single game. They came out yesterday. We're gonna talk a little bit about the Lions schedule. We'll talk a little bit about some of the primetime games, the international games, the holiday games. We'll kind of just go through the schedule, point out some crazy things, and just give our opinions. And we're not going to give our predictions obviously yet. You gotta wait. We'll wait till after training camp. We'll wait till after the off season a little bit. Once we get closer to preseason, that's when we'll start making our predictions and everything like that. But they started releasing most of the international games first, and then came the holiday games, Christmas, Thanksgiving. One of the big things is Lions I think they're one of the first teams in NFL history, which is along with the Cowboys this year. They'll play on Christmas and Thanksgiving this year. Thanksgiving is home, Christmas is away, but still, kind of a kick in the face to all the Lions family members. Like, hey, hope you didn't like holidays because you're barely getting one. It's like, especially for the Christmas, like they had to be in Minnesota probably the night before, so it's not even, they don't even get to spend Christmas really with their family. Week 1, first game of the season. Obviously, it's always the defending Super Bowl champions. You got the Eagles versus the Cowboys. That was one of the first games they kind of put out, that it was going to be Eagles-Cowboys. Lions' first primetime game isn't actually until week 3, and it's an away versus the Ravens. Yeah, there's a lot to cover here. We'll start out with like week 1, and then we'll just kind of go through. We'll cover the Lions schedule, but we can start out with the Lions schedule, and then we can kind of jump ship and just go through what it is. So week 1, the Lions don't play at home this year. They played at home last year for their home opener. They go and play the Green Bay Packers. They have to go to Lambeau week 1. 4:25 game as well versus the Packers. It's an interesting week 1 game. Our week 1 games have been so crazy the last couple of years. We played the defending Super Bowl champion Chiefs 2 years ago, or 3 years ago. We played the Rams last year, and with Stafford on them, who we had to play in the playoffs. It's like, and now we're playing the Packers, who, as a Lions fan, I'm speaking for me, and I'm definitely speaking for Donnie for sure. If we lose to the Packers in week 1, it's gonna be a long fucking season if we lose to the Packers week 1, and then we gotta go on back to home. Yay, back to home. Well, who are we gonna play in our first home opener? Yeah, you're playing your former offensive coordinator Ben Johnson. It's like, if we don't win, we don't have to win both. If we go 1-1 out of those 2 games, then it's okay. It's a wash. But we have a rough stretch coming up, so it's like you'd rather have both of them, but it is what it is. If you win both, looking good. Like, we're looking like we're gonna, because if you start out 2-0 and they're 2-0 division wins, that's wild. So if we can start out 2-0, that'd be crazy. If we start out 0-2.
I'm not gonna lie, there is a very real chance. I know you guys aren't as down on them as I am. There's a real shot that by 5 o'clock on September 14th, the season's already launched. Like, it is.
Oh
it
my
is
God.
It is very on the. I'm not joking. If they go
pump the brakes.
First off, statistically, teams that start the year 0-2 have like an 80% chance to miss the playoffs or some crazy number like that.
I thought it was 0-3.
What do you say? No,
I thought it was 0-3.
It's always the stat they show early in the year. I don't think it's 80%.
The Lions are always fucking 0-2.
I think it's like 56%. It's like a bit. It's like a holy fucking shit kind of number.
Here's my stat. The Lions haven't lost back-to-back games in like almost 22 months. All right.
Well, we were also, you know who we've had in those 22 months? Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson. So it's a brand.
Oh, suddenly you like Aaron Glenn. All right.
I always liked Aaron Glenn more than you guys. You guys fucking thought he was ass cheeks.
We were also on fire on the road last year. Did we have a single road loss? I can't remember what our second loss was. I know it was Bills and Bucks. Yeah, they were both home losses. We were on a heater on the road last year.
I was gonna say we only lost,
but we didn't play the Chiefs, the Ravens, the Commanders, the Bengals. And then obviously Packers, Vikings. We play the Rams away. It's the Eagles. It's
the Ravens started last year 0-3 and
That's true.
won the division at 12
Ravens started out
wins.
rough.
Yeah, but that usually doesn't happen statistically.
And again, it's like, when are we going to get to a point as Lions?
Did they start 0-3?
They started 0-3.
Yeah, but were 2 of those 3 losses against divisional opponents? I feel like that's a little bit of an extra.
One was the Raiders, so I think that's pretty bad.
Is that a divisional opponent? No. Like, I feel like divisional opponent means a little bit more.
We got to get to a point. We're all scared from, obviously, the Lions have a really bad history. We got to get to a point, like, we're a top team. Like, when we say, oh, dang, we have to face the top teams, we are a top team. So they
got to face us.
Yeah, it's the same scenario. Like, realistically, with the Ravens, they got to face us. The Bengals, they got to face us. They have a rough defense. The Chiefs, I'm not going to say they have to face us, but Jared Goff is undefeated versus Mahomes. The Eagles, we have to face them. If it's in Philadelphia, we definitely have to face them. There's no question about that. The Rams is a very weird one. I'm not sure how their situation could be very weird. But that one's it is what it is. It's so late in the season too, so who knows what happens. Some of these, it is kind of good maybe that we play the Chiefs, Bengals, Ravens so early, because like later, like obviously this year we got later in the season, injuries killed us.
Something big that I didn't think about until I just looked at this and we started talking, and I haven't seen anybody report on this. The Lions schedule, I think, does fucking suck, but the one thing that is a huge plus is Bears early in the year, Browns early in the year, Ravens not the Bears and the Browns. I meant the Ravens, Packers, Bengals, Chiefs all early in the year. Those are all outdoor games where Jared Goff historically struggles outside in the cold. The only game, in theory, that we're going to play outside and it's going to be cold is the Eagles and the Commanders, maybe, and that's in early November, so it's like not going to be super, super cold. I just realized
Bears in the last game of the year.
Bears is the last game of the year.
Oh, that's the away. Oh, my bad.
Yeah. I was
that one's tough. That one's tough, but yeah, I mean, I'll take it.
Lambeau in September was a dub, though.
Yeah, we've gotten lucky the last 2 years. I remember last year the only outdoor game they had, like post October, was the 49ers, which that's 60 degrees is cold for that game. So that was actually a pretty big dub too. So back years we kind of got lucky as shit.
Yeah.
It all just depends on how, like, who knows? Shit can happen. It's hard to look at the schedule and be really scared because people get injured, things happen, teams don't look as good as they were. It's hard to say on if some of these games will be really, really tough. I think confirmed ones, Chiefs. You never know with the Eagles. I just feel like they could be due for like something's gonna happen. You never know. I don't like to put that in the world.
Eagles usually do start faltering like week 11, 12, 13. So
yeah,
it's kind of, like last year they were
Commanders. Are they really gonna carry on the hot streak? Like Bengals, are they going to be all that? Like, do they have a defense?
I wish we would have played the Bengals week 1. That's like a guarantee.
We really won't see. The schedule is still very weird. Like, it is just super weirdly set up. I don't know. We got a lot of away primetime games, which, to be fair, last year we were blessed with primetime home games.
Mm-hmm.
But we got a lot of away ones this year, and a lot of 425 games compared to what we usually get. Like,
I was just thinking that too. Yeah.
5 425 games is crazy.
I don't know how you guys feel. I hate 425, 430 kickoff games. Like, those are the fucking worst thing ever. And I'm glad that the Lions are good, but I'm sick of watching 430 games. Like, I'm just.
I know. Thanksgiving, I know I sent that to you, Don. We sent it to group chat. Thanksgiving has the chance, which it's so weird. It says that every single year it says the Thanksgiving game's at 12:30. It says it's at 1. It's like just I don't know.
This year they officially changed it. I don't know if you guys saw that.
That's my whole schedule. That's crazy.
The Lions.
Way to ruin a tradition.
I think it was. I'm not I'm not 100% sure. I think it was only the Lions that got changed because we always kick off at 12:30 for whatever reason, and then this year they officially changed it to 1.
I'm putting this out there right now. We saw the slate for Thanksgiving. Goated slate: Lions, Packers, Chiefs, Cowboys, Bengals, Ravens. Compared to the last couple of years, I know last year or 2 years ago, awful slates. Like literally games I wouldn't even want to turn on the TV. If we beat the Packers on Thanksgiving, this could be the best Thanksgiving in the last 10 years for Lions fans. You beat the Packers, you beat your rival, and then you got 2 amazing games after that, 2 games that everybody wants to watch. It could be a goated Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm kind of pissed off. How come the Lions are the only team that plays on Thanksgiving that has to play their divisional rival? Like, we played the Bears last year, and I believe we played the Vikings the year before that. The Cowboys
we played the Bills.
Yeah, we played the Bills.
We
played plenty of other teams.
It was like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
We played the Bills last year, didn't we?
No, I think it was
Thanksgiving.
No. I thought it was just the Bills.
Not just in general. No. We're talking about.
It seems like literally like every year, or every other year, we're playing a divisional rival, and the Cowboys aren't really like that. The Cowboys get to fucking just play like a bunch of different. Like, yeah, they'll sprinkle in like the Giants every once in a while, but it's not usually a fucking divisional game like ours pretty much always feel.
Yeah, and then Donnie, when me and Donnie talked about the schedule on our own time, we pointed out it's just a wild thing. We ended up getting the first of 2 Monday night games for the Bucks Lions. We're a 7 p.m. Monday night game. It's just I'm not complaining. It's better than getting the 10 p.m. game, like fucking shit. But they probably wouldn't give that to an East Coast. I'm pretty sure. My guess is it's a West Coast team that got that. But still, it's just wild that we can't. Like I said, our schedule is just so weird. But
it's very weird.
Hey,
lack of 1 o'clock games is very.
I'm looking at this. I'm seeing 13-4. I mean,
I like 13 with the over under. I think it's at 10.5.
I don't definitely. I think our minimum is 9 or 10. I'm gonna say 10. 9 or 10,
which is crazy. So our over under is at 10.5, and we got the 5th best odds at the Super Bowl.
I don't think it's going to be easy, but I think the Lions really
I'd say
have a path to 10
I'd say
wins.
Floor is 9 wins, but that's low floor. I'm 9 or 10. I say see it like max 14 wins.
14 wins max.
I think realistically, the Lions could like obviously lose. You know, they could lose every game. We've seen it before, but. I think this Lions team.
Colin putting the knowledge out there, man. Technically, the Lions could win them all.
Here's my trivia for the day. Did you guys know that the Lions were the first team in NFL history to go 0-16? Anyway, I think the Lions, like you said, Marshall. I feel like 9-10 wins. Just a gut feeling. I think they're going to get there, no problem. Like they could obviously, drop a few more of those, but. I think 9-10 wins is kind of what I'm feeling for the realistic floor. I don't know that I'm going to go as high as 14 for the ceiling, though. I think like 13, maybe 14, but
I'm thinking 10 to 12. 10 to 12.
This is my thing. I know you guys aren't as down on them as I am, but like when you're looking at the schedule, what games are you guys looking at? It means you guys are in the 9 to 13.
I think they start off 2-0. First of all,
no, I'm saying like you look at the schedule. Last year, I think you could look at the schedule, and there was like 5, like, oh, we are winning those games no matter what, like regardless of what happens.
I mean, I think they're 3-1 heading into.
I just found an easy 8 games that I'm almost confident we are winning.
I think they go 3-1 in October too, so that's 6-2 heading into.
I'm saying Packers, Bears, Browns, Bengals, Vikings at home, Giants at home, Packers at home, and. Either the Vikings or Bears away, that's 8. You're talking 8-9 wins, easy right there. And we are going to beat the Chiefs or
Cowboys.
The Commanders or the Eagles. Oh, the Cowboys. I think it's fucking the Cowboys is a win.
Yeah, Cowboys is an easy dub.
Dak will be fucking hurt by week 12
Stafford can't beat the Rams.
No,
Stafford can't beat the Lions on the Rams.
No, he can't.
I think, that's just. I think looking at that schedule, I think there's like 3. There's no way they lose. Maybe not even. I I think there's two.
There's no way you just said not even that when I'm looking at Giants and Browns are two that
Yes,
like,
those are the two that no matter what.
we are 100% splitting with Vikings, Packers, and Bears at the least. There's no way we
At the
drop.
least.
Yeah. I don't think we're gonna get swept by any of them.
I don't think so either.
That's 5.
I don't know.
So
We'll get
5.
to that when we talk about our
I just think the
Yep.
attitude of like, oh, they're like guaranteed 6 wins. I think that
Oh, the
we're the
weatherman is not
only
important.
we're the only
Yes, he
team-
is.
When there's a tornado on his house, it's pretty important.
Man.
I don't know. We'll get into it during predictions week, but I think you guys.
So week 1 of the NFL season obviously starts out with Cowboys at Philadelphia. We're not going to get into picks yet. I'm itching.
It's
to
a
do
little
picks,
early
but
for picks.
Now we're
It
going
is a little
through
early
right
for
now.
picks. But
Who do you got?
you know how funny that would be? We do them right now, and then we do them
All
right
right.
before the week,
I
and we're
got
like,
it.
did they change?
Lions going 1-15. Lock it in.
I like it. I like it.
Oh,
Okay,
sorry,
we're
1-16.
winning. We're winning the
1-16.
Super Bowl. If that's the case, we're winning the fucking Super Bowl. Bro,
Guys,
the
I think
Vikings
it's
winning
over. We're
one
coo-
game,
we're
and bro,
cooked.
the Vikings winning one game, and they did the opposite.
Man.
Colin, I'm gonna need you to say have every team go 16-0 somehow. The Friday game, first international game, first ever game at Brazil, is Chiefs at Chargers technically, but I don't consider the Chargers in Brazil a home game. But I mean, technically Brazil, like their flag colors, kind of almost are probably the closest to the Chargers, so maybe that has some sort of relation. But 1:00 games, Bucks go to Atlanta. Bengals go to Browns. Miami will go to Indianapolis. Las Vegas will go to the Patriots. Cardinals will go to the Saints. Steelers will go to the Jets. That's an interesting one if Rodgers becomes a Steeler. which
Aaron needs
there's-
to get his ass on the team because that will immediately become a great game.
Yeah,
If
they might. That might be the first switch of the year. They might make that a primetime game.
I wish they could because really, like,
That'd be awesome to watch.
and never mind.
If he
Sunday night-
starts.
No, Sunday night football that week is Ravens Bills. That one
Yeah,
probably
you
ain't
can't,
getting.
you can't change that.
You-
Got the Giants going to Washington. Got the Panthers going to Jacksonville. Into the afternoon slate, got the Titans going to Denver. Got the 49ers going to the Seahawks. Lions going to the Packers. Texans going to the Rams. That's another good 425 game. And then, Sunday Night Football. Amazing way to start Sunday Night Football. Carrie Underwood is going to hit like a brick. Ravens going to Buffalo. And then Monday Night Football, first divisional game. The Vikings going to Chicago, which is a very, there's so many games where it's like, they're going to be very interesting. That one will be very interesting. JJ McCarthy's debut, as much as I don't want to watch that. Ben Johnson's debut. Caleb YouTube. There's so many good storylines in a lot of these games and a lot of just everything in the season. It's going to be awesome.
I got all the Sunday night football slates for each week if we want to run through those.
Run them down.
So-
break.
So, yeah, Marshall just said week 1, Ravens versus Bills. This should be good. Week 2, Falcons versus Vikings. So, I guess that's Kirk Cousins' return on the bench, I guess. I don't
I was
know.
saying that motherfucker ain't even playing. What are we doing?
Week 3, we got Chiefs versus the Giants.
Hey, it's a national championship quarterback rematch. Actually, it'll be Penix versus
You just
JJ.
think Chiefs
You know
Giants?
what? Chiefs Giants week 3, yeah.
That's
Good
actually
God.
insane.
Jackson Dart versus
Who do we
Mahomes will
fucking
feed
think?
families.
Man. Yeah, that's a crazy one.
Fuck, dude.
Week 4, we got the Packers versus the Cowboys. Week 5, we got the Bills versus the Patriots. Good divisional game there. Week 6, here we go. Chiefs versus the Lions.
Go.
Week 7, this is kind of, I think this is a random game. Falcons versus the 49ers. I feel like that's kind of random.
Why do the Falcons have 2 Sunday night football games within the first 2 months of the year? What the fuck are the Falcons supposed to be doing?
Michael Penix, man. He's the future.
Yeah, apparently he's fucking Michael Vick.
Then Green Bay versus Pittsburgh. Another interesting game there. I guess that'd be if Aaron Rodgers is on the Steelers.
I was gonna say, I remember
I think
sent
they're
him.
banking on that.
They're
I
praying.
remember.
I
remember-
forgot that man still doesn't have a team. Just pack
Yeah.
it up, bro. Leave.
remember
Take the
when-
hint. Nobody
I re-
wants you, bro.
I remember when I
Take your
sent
camera,
that.
I was
Colin.
upset by this.
I remember when I sent that into the group chat, and I was like, "Who the fuck would give two shits about Packers Steelers?" I didn't think about that. If Aaron's playing in that game, that's gonna be a crazy game. I wish it was in Green Bay, so like it was his real return home. But
Mhm.
either way, that game's gonna be great.
Week 9, we got Seahawks versus Commanders. Ooh, here we go. Najee revenge game. Chargers versus Steelers, week 10.
Oh, Najee's
That
going
was
for
a-
10
That's
10
gonna be a good-
rushes for 32 yards.
Najee's going for
Touchdown.
10 water bottle passes here.
Yup.
Week 11, Eagles in Philadelphia. Oh, no. Yeah. The Lions in Philadelphia. Jesus.
I cannot wait for that game. That is going.
That'll
that's
be
going
the
to-
game.
I wish that was opening the year. Honestly.
Week 12, Rams versus the Buccaneers. Thanksgiving, of course, is Bengals versus Ravens. And then week 13 is Washington versus the Broncos.
Oh, is
Week
that
4,
all of them?
nope, week
Oh.
14, we got
I
the
don't know
Chiefs
why.
versus the Texans. Week 15, Cowboys versus the Vikings. Week 16, Dolphins versus the Bengals. Week 17, Bears versus 49ers. And then week 18, to be determined. That might be another Lions Bears. That might be Lions
be.
Bears, honestly.
That'd be wild. In Chicago, I'm going.
Yep.
If that's the case, I'm fucking bro. That's the game to go to. If that's
So
like
solid.
for some reason, for the division or a playoff spot, that'll be a good ass.
I also was just gandering, looking at some big games. Week 2, I don't know how this is not a primetime game, but week 2, Dallas already said the Falcons played Minnesota. Yeah, the 4:25 game is the Eagles go to Kansas City. How do you not make that Sunday Night
That-
Football?
Or at
Not only
least.
is that Sunday Night Football, Monday Night Football that week is the Bucks versus the Texans. That's an okay game. That's not Eagles Chiefs. Like, what are we
Yeah,
doing?
Eagles Chiefs gotta be a primetime game that week. It's a Super Bowl rematch of literally last
Yeah.
year. That's gotta be a.
That's honestly insane.
Yeah, that's. I don't know about
I
that
saw
one.
something else that I think the Bills play the Chiefs again this year, and it's a 4:30 game. I'm pretty sure I saw. It's like, why is that? That should always be like Sunday night or Monday Night Football. Why are we?
ESPN shows it shows all the games and then it shows tickets as low as, and I'm just gandering, bro. I got to the
Another
Colts
gander.
Titans game. It says tickets as low as $24.
Those tickets should be free to the public. Nobody needs to go.
That's insane. Other good matchups. Week 4, another 4:25 game is Baltimore going to Kansas City. Sunday Night Football that week. Dallas, I said, is Green Bay, Dallas. Wow, the Monday night games are barn burners that week. You got the Jets going to Miami and Bengals going to Denver. That's
Hey, Bengals Broncos last year was really good. Do you
That-
remember?
that
It
was-
was, yeah.
That was when Bo Nix had like that Hail Mary to kind of walk it off. That was
Yeah.
fucking cool. But
So,
Jets Dolphins.
Week 5, I think the one thing the Lions got good compared to last year was we did get a decent bye week. I think we got a lot better of a bye week than last year, which we got
Absolutely.
week 5 or week 6. That sucked.
I
Week
thought it was
8,
week 4 last year. Like it was this early.
week 5 starts the bye weeks. That's what it's showing right here. So I think it was week 5. By the first teams to get bye weeks, honestly, this might play in our favor this year. Bye weeks for week 5 are the Falcons, Chicago, Green Bay, and Pittsburgh. So Chicago and Green Bay get early ass bye weeks.
And that's good because we also play Pittsburgh like week 16, I think. So that's
Yes,
kind
late in the season. So that's some good stuff. Just looking for kind of any other games. That Chiefs Lions Sunday night game. See, like Chiefs Lions, they made that Sunday night. Like that's a deserving of a Sunday night too.
I get you don't want to make like too many Chiefs games like prime time.
Barn, this is gonna be a game. 1:00 game. How's this a 1:00 game? Dolphins at Browns. That's a prime time football game right
That's
there.
a Thursday night football game right there.
That is a Thursday night football game.
That's a color rush era Thursday night football
Man.
game.
Yeah, that's what that is.
Those ugly ass uniforms.
The only
Oh,
time bad games should be in prime time if they're like an outdoor game and it's gonna be a really cool snow game. Like fuck it, just
Yeah.
throw that bitch outdoors and let them play in the snow. Like screw it.
Yeah, like that. Was it Browns Steelers this past year where it was just a snow globe? the whole
Yeah,
game?
That was
Like,
awesome.
It was a
It's
slugfest,
so-
but it looked
yeah.
so cool.
Where is it? A game that could end up being pretty big. Yeah, it's later in the year. I don't know how you're going through all these games, Marshalls, but when the Titans play the Browns, they play them in early December. If the Browns quarterback situation is really shit and Shador ends up getting the starting job at any point, say he's the starter going into that game, that could end up actually being a pretty entertaining game from a rookie quarterback standpoint.
That will be a very good game.
Um,
What was one I wanted to look at? That is this week. Yes. Thanksgiving week. Yeah, you got Green Bay at the Lions. Chiefs go to Dallas, and the Bengals go to Baltimore. The Black Friday game this year at 3:00 is the Bears. They go to Philadelphia, and then the Monday night game that week is Giants at New England. That's a good game.
who made that a prime
Super Bowl rematch.
Yeah,
So
this is 2007. I'd be so pumped.
the week of Christmas, yes, the week of Christmas. The 1:00 game is the Cowboys at Washington, and then the Lions go to Minnesota at 4:30. Those are both on Netflix, and then the Prime Video, because it's Thursday night football technically, is Broncos at Kansas City. Those are all of the Christmas Day games. They've only announced half of the games for that week. There are Cardinals, Bengals, Ravens, Green Bay, New York, Vegas, Texans, Chargers, and Seattle, Carolina. All flex games, all to be determined.
It's really weird. I've never seen that.
That's crazy. I mean, I guess week 17 understands, and then obviously week 17 is all to be determined, just because of obviously, the playoff situation and wild card week. Oh, not wild. I said line.
Oh, wild card.
But
We
that's
already
really,
know the one.
that's really it for the schedule. We're just kind of running down. We're not going to go through every game. Obviously, we will once we get into predictions and stuff like that. We're going to start breaking it down a little bit more. We've got, now that the schedule's out, it's really just all training camp. So
Yeah.
we'll be able to dive into more stuff like that and get to that stuff. Do you have a trivia for football, Dallas?
I got two.
Okay.
I think one
No.
you guys will.
I think we can
Enjoy
do
it.
probably one because I know Zach's going to join any second. So.
All right, bet. We'll do the one.
Zach just joins mid call. The answer's true. Bruce.
I'll put him in the waiting room. Don't worry.
While Dallas pulls up the trivia, I know Week 18 is like all to be determined because they want to see like what the good matchups are going to be. I don't know if you guys have looked. Most of these matchups fucking suck. Like,
Oh, my
there's
bad,
not
my
a
bad,
lot of
no.
games. There's not a lot of games that are going to be like, oh, that could be like an important division clinching game. Literally, I think there's maybe 2 or 3 good games. There's Lions Bears, which we said has a shot.
Oh,
There's
shit.
Commanders Eagles, and Ravens Steelers. Other than that, it's like the worst team in the division playing the best team in the division. It's kind of, I don't know where they set it up that.
The lightning is starting here in Battle Creek. Austin sent a video, dude. It is going crazy in Kalamazoo, but
Yeah.
I can see out my window right now. Hopefully no one can see me, but it's going crazy out there.
All right. You guys see it? Oh well.
Yep.
All right. This is the Immaculate Grid NFL edition. We're going to be going through the Immaculate Grid. We're going to try and get our best possible score. But of course, every person has their own guess. So Colin will go first, then Marshall, then Donnie. We're going to fill out the grid. So
Are we working together?
we're
To try to
working together, but Colin, for instance, Colin can only give a Colin guess. You can't. You guys can't help him out.
Hey.
I
A lot of this is just going to be reacting to Colin's guesses, honestly.
Yeah, I was gonna say me and Marshall could probably get a pretty good score.
I'm not gonna lie, I was not.
Raise that motherfucker.
It's the immaculate grid.
I'm gonna be
Marshall.
so real.
Okay. There was a tornado.
I got one for
not too
Brown's
far.
first round draft pick.
Okay.
No way you can give me a Ravens or a Raiders first round draft. In the history of football, you
No,
can't
I
give
just
me one.
it's I got to do it for the joke.
Are me and Donnie on the same team or something? Or what?
No, we're all working together.
Oh, we're all working together.
But you can't help Colin.
Oh, wait,
pick.
he was a
Yo.
second round pick.
Yo, I don't know.
That's a second round pick. How Colin?
Okay, well then I'll give a real answer.
All right, Colin.
Can I throw out an answer?
Let's let Colin go first. Let's see how this is gonna go.
Give me Baker Mayfield for Brown's first round pick.
All right, Baker
John.
Mayfield.
Poor
I
Miles
like it.
Garrett.
I forgot that Deshaun Kaiser.
Poor
was
Miles
second
Garrett.
round. I
Poor
thought he was a
Denzel
first round
Ward.
pick.
Good God, Marshall, you can go second.
First round pick, Ravens. Ravens or Raiders? Who do I want to go with? Let's go Raiders with the memes. Let's go Jamarcus Russell.
All right.
Me and Donnie are really good with drafts, so I could have gotten all. I could have gotten all three of them in like 10 seconds.
Are we trying to get
Is he not on there? Or there he is. There he was.
Oh my
no,
God.
he was right there.
Good
Good job, Russell.
Holy shit! What is going on?
He was right there for half a second. There was a tornado
There we
touchdown. Martin. Apparently.
Are we trying to get the lowest score possible, right?
Yes.
Bro doesn't get a picture. What the fuck?
No picture, and it's a 1% less.
I'm trying to think of like a little bit harder to pull names. You guys are fucking throwing out lollipops. Jesus.
Well, that's why I wanted Deshaun Kaiser. I didn't realize he was a second round pick. Who did they take in the first round that year?
Man, I feel like this guy. I don't want to give the first wrong guess, but I'm trying to go with like a really low percent guy here. Let's go with. I'm gonna go with the easier one. Let's go Jags Raiders or Maurice Jones-Drew. Probably easier to start with.
There we go. 34%.
That feels crazy.
That's insane. Do I get to go or is Colin up?
Colin, go for
That
it.
was a good one, but Jesus
Give
Christ.
me Hollywood Brown for Ravens first round draft pick, and that's all
He's already looking at shit up. That is so Second,
I already said I looked up Deshaun Kaiser and whether or not he was a first round pick.
Deshaun Kaiser.
that was gonna be my first round pick for Cleveland.
Oh
but he
my
was their
God.
second round pick. That was the year they had 2 first round picks. I couldn't remember who that. I thought that he was their second first rounder, but it was Myles Garrett and it was Jabril Peppers.
1%. What? Colin with the best one. Colin with the 1%er.
Let's go.
Colin's
How
the
is that a
king.
1%, but mine's a 34?
Colin's the king of the immaculate grid.
Did Colin make
go.
the grid?
Apparently, dog.
Good God.
That's all I'm going to contribute tonight. I hope you
Yeah.
y'all got the rest of it. Just skip me with the rest of this.
Good God.
What could I go? I got. I'll go Jags or Ravens. Calais Campo.
I don't even know. Oh, there we go. Can't be that high of a percentage. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's an easy one.
Yeah.
Hollywood Brown. I'm going Lamar Jackson.
I feel like this is gonna be. Do we get any penalties for a wrong guess?
Yeah, you
Yes.
just waste a guess.
Yeah,
You have to go 9 for 9. You only get 9
Okay.
guesses.
So I'm not gonna.
That's why I'm done.
I'm done. Shut the fuck up.
You got at least one more in you, Colin, depending on what Donnie picks.
Nah, I don't think I do.
I'm trying to go with. It's hard to try to pull something that's like rare, but
That's what I'm trying to think because I've got a couple. I've got a Texans and Raiders one and a Jags and Browns one, but I want to go for something like out of pocket.
Well, I think I have a Browns and Texans one. I'm just afraid of being wrong because I'm not 100% sure if this guy played for the Browns.
Oh, I got one. Can I go? It's kind of out of pocket.
I know exactly what Marshall just thought of.
I'll let you go.
I don't know if you did though. Maybe you did.
No.
I don't know if it will it work. Like, does it tell you if you're wrong on here?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I hope we'll see if this works. Technically, Deontay Johnson played for both the Texans and Ravens.
Hold on, at the bottom it says you must have played in the
played in-
Ravens
yeah.
playoff.
Gotcha.
So,
all right, that
Take
takes
that.
that out. That was a wild one.
Oh, okay.
I was like,
I was gonna say before you even start typing, fucking,
the only one.
I'm gonna go risky, and you guys can hate me if you need to. I think Browns Texans could be Darren Fells.
That's goaded. I think you might be right on that one.
I think he was a Brown.
I think you're right. I think he was a Brown. I know he was a Texan.
0.3%. Oh.
Wow.
I
What a
knew he was a Texan. I could not remember if he ever suited up for the Browns.
I'm
My
so
first
pissed.
thought was Deshaun Watson. That was my first thought.
I would.
I'm glad I read that. 0.3% is pretty fucking good.
Oh, that was the one you were saying. You got to
Yeah.
do one more. And yeah. Now
Now
definitely
you got
don't have
nothing.
it.
Now you got nothing, Colin.
I had another joke one because I saw it in his Wikipedia a minute ago when I looked up another joke answer, and I got excited for a second, and then I realized it's the XFL team. I was gonna say Connor Cook because he played for a Houston team, but it's the Roughnecks in the XFL.
Houston Roughnecks. Shout out.
The other one I had for Texans Ravens. I think I don't know if he actually played for the Ravens. He played for a couple teams. I thought he was a Raven. I don't know. I don't know if he started. Matt Schaub. I know he started as a Texan. I don't know if he started as a Raven.
No way. He was never a Raven.
You want that one, Marshall?
Yeah, give me Matt Schaub.
5%.
Matt Schaub.
5%.
Look at that man. That's
We
a
were
fucking
so
quarter.
unsure, and that has a higher percentage than Hollywood Brown does for Ravens
When
first
did
round
he
draft. pick.
ever play for the Ravens?
I thought he played.
had to
with
have
them. I
been
just
like
didn't know
for
if
a
he
season.
started.
Or they counted like a brief signing late in his career or something.
Look it
I
up.
feel like Jags Brown. Jags Brown, they have a good guy. It's just.
Yeah, Jags Browns. There's definitely some players there.
There's got to be.
Matt
there's
Schaub
gotta-
played 1 year in 2015 with the
Yes.
Ravens. He played
Yes,
2
he
games.
did.
I was gonna say, did he even actually play in a game?
2 games. He had 3 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. It went 1 for 1.
I stand corrected, Marshall. I thought there was no way he played for the Ravens.
Technically, barely did.
Jags, Browns, Texans, Raiders.
Jags Browns. I feel like there's obvious ones just shooting out.
There's a bunch of obvious ones, but guess one of the obvious.
Was Josh Gordon ever a Jaguar?
No.
No shot.
Colin, you would not know.
Colin, respectfully.
Colin, no, that's a dumbass looking answer though.
just
I keep think-
just straight off of gut feeling, no shot.
I keep thinking Justin Blackman or not Allen Robinson. Whatever the other one was in Jacksonville, but I don't think either of them. Oh my, was it?
Oh, he was a Seattle Sea Dragon.
E-Dragon.
I got another crazy pull, but I don't want to be wrong. And I don't think this guy was good. Marshall, do you have one specifically for Texans Raiders? Because I keep thinking David Carr, but that was Derek and David Carr. So yeah, no.
Type car.
Just
Yeah,
Carr.
shout out Derek Carr. He retired. We never mentioned that.
Derek Carr did retire.
Not worth mentioning.
I mean, he's up there in passing yards.
Hey, weeks 1 through 2, bros, go to.
He is, I think he has the most passing yards by a quarterback who never won a playoff.
Hey, can we repeat in this? Do you think?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I mean, you should be able to.
Because I got one for Raiders Texans.
You should be able to.
Matt Schaub.
Mesh.
He played for the Raiders.
Yeah.
Will it let us?
Did he play in a game? Is the better question.
Yep, already used. Can't
Oh,
reuse them.
Damn.
That would have been a good poll.
A good pull as I'm actively looking up who played for both teams.
Colin's actively cheating.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, there goes the siren.
Yeah, lightning's crazy.
Ah,
Yeah,
shit.
we just
Tornado
got a-
warning?
Yeah.
Yeah, might have to put a pause to this one.
For where? You guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. 11-12, the storm will be hitting Battle Creek.
Did it come through your guys'
Do I
phone or
take
what?
shelter or do we just say fuck it?
I mean, are you on the lowest level of your house?
My brother's already texting me. Bro's home alone. Bro's like, I'm on my way.
Did you guys get a notification like through your phone or what?
Yeah, it just started going off.
Says take shelter.
What's crazy is it's
got
not
one.
raining. It's not even raining in Union City, which is fucking absurd.
Give me Brian Hoyer.
Or Texans.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
That was so random. Yeah, there's not even rain down here. Brian Hoyer.
Brian. 15%.
50%? What? It's probably because he
Ah.
just played for the Raiders.
I don't want to guess, but like, I feel like I have a guy.
Might be going to the basement, y'all. I'm not gonna lie.
It'll be a plus.
Take your phone.
You were just the
Your
person
phone.
that just said that you hated fucking thunderstorms.
Yeah, but it's not happening to me, so I can call you a pussy.
Imagine the alarm goes off on Donnie's phone. He's like, shit!
Yeah,
to go.
I'd be done.
Can we go 9 for 9?
Probably am gonna go. More or less, I don't care, but it'd be a make for good footage. I ain't gonna lie, but I don't want Ryan and Max are asleep. I don't want them.
They're fine.
Marshall, did Laviska Chanel ever play for the Browns? I don't think
so.
he did.
Wait,
I don't think
I thought he went. He went to a team. I don't know if it was the Browns. You might be right though.
I think he went to the Raiders. Because that's who I've been wanting to rip.
Browns Jag.
There's got to be somebody else good.
I got a poll. I don't know how to say his last name. Joe Schobert.
How do you spell it?
It's like SH or SC. Yes.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Thanks.
All right. We got it.
Wait, what was the percentage? Damn it. Hit the X.
No,
Let me-
164 this score.
We went 9 for 9 with a 164 score.
All
We
right.
got to see if we can do better than that next.
I'm gonna
episode.
stay in here, but I'll be right back.
But the percentage was 7% on that.
Who the fuck is that guy?
I have no idea.
Bro's got to be like a punter. While we wait for our Marshall to do whatever he's doing, we could do yesterday's trivia. Or yesterday's grid. What the fuck?
You could pull up all the possible answers.
Oh, and it kind of shows you the math. That's cool.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, because like it said he has a 0 for the Raiders, but a 72 for the Texans. Okay, that's kind of cool. Yeah. So who? Antonio Smith would have been the best. Means he was a 7 and a 40. Or no, Malik Collins. Who the fuck is Malik Collins?
I would assume Matt Schaub would have been the best because it's got a 0% value
Well, that's what we put.
on 1. Maybe
Oh,
maybe Malik Collins, yeah, because it's 4
was
and
saying-
21.
I would say I'm assuming it's adding both of those together and then just dividing it by 2. So yeah, Malik Collins would be what, fucking like a 15 or 12. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't know that was a thing
Why is Pro Football Reference?
It's the whole northern half of.
because they're the one that
County,
do
too.
the
Y'all got
Immaculate
Shaq.
Grid.
Oh, I
There's-
didn't know that. Cool.
Yeah, you scroll up.
Is
Powered
Union
by
City in
Pro
Calhoun
Football
County?
Reference. They got to be Kalamazoo, I think.
No, Union City's like southeast of Battle Creek, right?
Who knows? Nobody.
Donnie,
knows.
what county are you in?
Branch.
Branch.
We're in the. I'm like.
It's the whole
mile
like
away.
northern strip of Calhoun County is red right now.
Yeah, Union City is like kind
tornado
of.
warning. There's a tornado warning east of us right now that's moving this way, and I'm a little anxious about it. Keeping an eye on it, you know. As you
All right. Being Marshall went to his basement, I guess I'll do the outro.
do. Is Zach like joining or no?
Oh,
Well, sounded like
he might be in his basement too. You never know.
That's true. That's true.
Mark said he was coming back. Oh, he's typing.
Oh, I forgot I turned
Power went out.
Oh.
Ago.
All right, well, let me hit
Power
this
went out,
outro.
but he's still here.
All right, Marshall's cooked.
Yeah, Marshall's cooked. Thank you for clicking onto the Fourth and Wrong podcast. Today we talked about the NFL schedule. Next episode, we're going to have some more trivia, more NFL content, and hopefully an NBA episode as well. If you did enjoy, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you next time.